welcome back to the coins. Today we are exploring a fascinating story about a coin that many collectors dream of finding. A coin that looks ordinary at first glance but has captured the attention of collectors, historians, and treasure hunters around the world. The coin we are talking about today is the famous 1985 Liberty coin. Some collectors believe certain rare examples could be worth extraordinary amounts of money depending on condition, rarity, mint errors, and collector demand. Many people hold coins every day without realizing that one small detail can transform a simple piece of metal into something incredibly valuable. The story of Liberty coins is filled with mystery, history, and surprising discoveries. Some of these coins were produced in the millions, yet a tiny number of them stand out because of unique minting features or exceptional preservation. The Liberty design has been an important symbol in American coinage for generations. The image of liberty represents freedom, independence, and the ideals that shaped the nation. Throughout history, different coins have carried Liberty's portrait or name, and these coins have become some of the most collectible pieces in the numismatic world. When we talk about the 1985 Liberty coin, the letter D is extremely important. That small letter indicates the coin was produced at the Denver Mint, one of the major coin production facilities in the United States. Millions of coins were struck there during the 1980s, but only a few have drawn the intense interest of collectors. The year 1985 was an interesting period for coin production. The United States Mint was producing large quantities of circulating coins to meet economic demand. Because of high production speed, occasional minting irregularities occurred. These small differences are exactly what collectors look for when searching through coins. Most 1985 coins are only worth their face value. However, certain examples in pristine condition or with rare mint errors can become extremely desirable. Coin grading plays a major role in determining value. Coins are carefully examined for scratches, luster, strike quality, and overall preservation. A coin graded at the highest levels can sell for dramatically higher prices than a circulated example. Some collectors search through rolls of coins from banks hoping to discover a hidden treasure. Others buy collections from estate sales or auctions hoping that a rare Liberty coin is hiding inside. The excitement comes from the possibility that an ordinary-looking coin might turn out to be incredibly rare. The Liberty design itself carries historical significance. For many decades Liberty appeared on various American coins, symbolizing national identity. The image evolved over time as artists redesigned coins to reflect changing artistic styles and historical periods. Collectors often examine the Liberty portrait closely. Details such as hair strands, lettering, and edge sharpness can reveal how well the coin was struck. A strong strike with full detail usually increases the desirability of the coin among collectors. Another factor that can make a coin valuable is a mint error. Mint errors occur when something unusual happens during the coin production process. These might include doubled letters, off-center strikes, or unusual metal flow during minting. Even a small difference can make collectors extremely interested. The Denver Mint produced enormous numbers of coins in 1985, yet collectors continue to search for rare varieties. Occasionally, unusual examples appear in auctions and create excitement among collectors and investors alike. Condition remains the most important factor when evaluating coins. A coin that has never been circulated may retain its original shine and surface quality. These coins are often stored carefully in protective holders to prevent damage. Professional grading companies examine coins under magnification and assign a grade based on internationally recognized standards. A top grade can dramatically increase the market value of a coin. The coin collecting community is filled with stories of surprising discoveries. Some collectors have found rare coins in pocket change, old jars, or forgotten collections passed down through families. These discoveries inspire many people to begin examining their own coins more carefully. The market for collectible coins continues to grow as more people become interested in history and tangible assets. Coins combine historical significance with artistic design, making them attractive to both collectors and investors. Some rare coins have sold for astonishing prices at auctions. When collectors compete for a rare piece, prices can rise dramatically. This is especially true when a coin is both historically important and extremely well preserved. the fascination with Liberty coins comes from their connection to American history. Each coin represents a moment in time when it was produced, circulated, and used in everyday life. For collectors, the thrill lies in studying details that others might overlook. Small variations in lettering, mint marks, or metal finish can reveal an entirely different rarity. People who collect coins often develop a deep appreciation for craftsmanship. The minting process involves precision engraving, metal preparation, and powerful presses that strike each coin with incredible force. Even though billions of coins have been produced throughout history, only a tiny percentage become rare collectibles. That rarity is what drives interest and excitement in the coin collecting world. If you ever come across a 1985 Liberty coin, it is always worth taking a closer look. Check the mint mark, observe the surface condition, and examine the details carefully. While most examples will be common, the possibility of discovering something rare keeps collectors searching. Coin collecting is not only about value. It is also about learning history, understanding design, and appreciating the artistry that goes into each coin. Many collectors start with simple pocket change and gradually build impressive collections over time. The hobby encourages patience, research, and careful observation. Some collectors specialize in Liberty coins because of their historical symbolism and beautiful designs. These coins connect the present with the past and tell stories about the era in which they were created. The 1980s may not seem like ancient history, but coins from that time are already becoming collectibles in certain conditions. As years pass, surviving high-quality examples become harder to find. This is why collectors store coins carefully in protective holders or albums. Proper storage prevents scratches, oxidation, and environmental damage. The global coin collecting community continues to grow. Collectors share discoveries, discuss rare varieties, and study historical records to understand coin production more deeply. A single coin can spark curiosity and lead someone into the fascinating world of numismatics. What begins as a simple interest can turn into a lifelong passion. Every coin carries a journey. It might have passed through thousands of hands, traveled across cities, or rested quietly in a collection for decades. When collectors study coins like the 1985 Liberty piece, they are not just looking at metal. They are examining a small artifact of history that survived through time. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Hidden stories, unexpected discoveries, and the possibility that the next coin you examine could be something truly special. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and the fascinating world of numismatics, make sure to stay connected with this channel. Here on Coins, we continue exploring remarkable coins, surprising discoveries, and the stories behind the currency that shaped history. Sometimes the most valuable treasures are the ones people overlook every single day. And in the world of coins, even the smallest detail can turn an ordinary piece of change into something extraordinary. So the next time you find an old coin, take a moment to look at it carefully. Because you never know when history might be sitting right in the palm of your hand. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating coins that collectors and treasure hunters keep talking about. A coin that many people may have seen but never realized could potentially be worth an incredible amount of money. We are talking about the legendary 1983 Lincoln cent, a coin that looks ordinary but hides an extraordinary story. Imagine this. You open an old jar of coins sitting in your home. Maybe it has been there for years. Pennies, nickels, dimes, all mixed together. Most people would think these coins are only worth their face value. But sometimes history hides inside these tiny pieces of metal. And occasionally one of those coins could be worth thousands, tens of thousands, or even more. The Lincoln cent series is one of the longest-running coin designs in American history. First introduced in 1909, this coin honors the legendary American President Abraham Lincoln. It was created to celebrate the 100th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. Since that time, billions of these coins have been produced, and they have passed through the hands of countless people across generations. Most of these pennies are common. But certain years, mint marks, errors, and rare varieties turn some of them into extremely valuable collector items. One of the most talked about examples is the 1983 Lincoln cent produced at the United States Mint facility in Denver. At first glance, this coin appears completely normal. The front side shows the familiar portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. Above his head you can see the word Liberty. The year 1983 appears next to Lincoln, and below the date is the small letter D, indicating it was minted in Denver. The reverse side of the coin features the classic Lincoln memorial design that was used for decades on American pennies. In the center stands the famous Lincoln Memorial located in Washington, D.C. For most coins from this year the value is only 1 cent. But something unusual happened during the early 1980s that created a rare and valuable variety. In 1982 and 1983, the United States Mint made a major change to the metal composition of the penny. Before this time, pennies were mostly made from copper. Rising copper prices forced the mint to switch to a new composition that was mostly zinc with a thin copper coating. Because of this transition, collectors closely study coins from these years. They search for mistakes, transitional errors, and unusual varieties. One of the rarest discoveries is a double die error on the 1983 D Lincoln cent. A double die occurs when the coin die used to strike the design receives two slightly misaligned impressions during its creation. When coins are struck using that die, the letters and numbers appear doubled. On some extremely rare 1983 D pennies, the doubling can be seen clearly on the inscriptions and design elements. When collectors discovered these coins, excitement spread quickly through the coin collecting community. Coin experts in the field of numismatics began examining these pieces carefully. Numismatics is the study and collection of coins, currency, and related objects. Within this world, rare error coins are among the most prized discoveries. The number of confirmed double die examples from the 1983 D Lincoln cent is extremely small. That rarity is what creates demand among collectors, and when rarity meets demand, prices can rise dramatically. Some high-grade examples of this rare coin have been valued at astonishing amounts. In the collector market, certain specimens have been discussed with estimated values reaching hundreds of thousands of dollars depending on condition, rarity, and verification. Professional grading companies carefully examine these coins to confirm authenticity and grade their condition. A coin preserved in near-perfect condition can be worth dramatically more than a worn example. The coin collecting market is driven by several key factors. Rarity is the first. Condition is the second. Historical importance is the third. When a coin checks all three boxes, collectors compete fiercely to own it. That is why stories about valuable pennies continue to spread across the internet and social media. People are fascinated by the idea that a small coin in their pocket might be worth a fortune, but there is also an important lesson here. Not every 1983 D Lincoln cent is rare. The vast majority are common and only worth face value. The valuable ones usually have specific characteristics. These may include doubled lettering, unusual weight, minting errors, or other unique features that distinguish them from normal coins. Collectors often use magnifying glasses or digital microscopes to inspect coins closely. Even the smallest detail can reveal whether a coin is ordinary or extraordinary. Over the decades, the Lincoln cent has produced many legendary rarities. Coins like the famous 1943 copper Lincoln cent and the 1955 double die Lincoln cent have become icons in the world of coin collecting. These coins have sold for incredible prices at auctions organized by prestigious companies like Heritage Auctions and Stack's Bowers Galleries. Every year collectors search bank rolls, coin jars, and old collections hoping to make the next great discovery. And sometimes those discoveries really do happen. A person sorting through loose change might suddenly notice something unusual about a coin. The letters look doubled. The weight feels different. The color seems strange. That moment of curiosity can lead to a life-changing discovery. The story of the 1983 D Lincoln cent reminds us that hidden treasures can exist in the most unexpected places. Coins are not just money. They are pieces of history. Each one tells a story about the time it was made, the technology used to create it, and the people who used it in everyday life. When you hold a coin, you are holding a small piece of the past, and sometimes that small piece of metal can become incredibly valuable. So the next time you see a penny lying on the ground, think twice before ignoring it. It might just be another ordinary coin. But it might also be something far more exciting. Take a closer look. Check the date. Look for mint marks. Examine the details carefully, because the world of coin collecting is full of surprises, and who knows? The next rare discovery might be waiting in your pocket right now. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and fascinating pieces of history, make sure to subscribe to Coins and stay with us for more incredible stories from the world of numismatics. Today we are diving deep into a fascinating story from the world of coin collecting. A story that begins with a simple American coin from 1988 but leads us into a world of collectors, hidden value, and coins that have shocked the market with unbelievable prices. Imagine holding a small coin in your hand. It looks ordinary, maybe even something you would ignore in your pocket change. But what if that coin had a story behind it, a history connected to American culture, and a value that could surprise collectors around the world? Some coins that look completely normal have sold for thousands and even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Today we explore the mystery and market value surrounding the famous 1988 D Liberty coin and why collectors continue searching for it. The United States has produced many iconic coins over the years. One of the most recognizable designs is the Liberty design used on several American coins. Liberty represents freedom, democracy, and the ideals of the nation. Because of this symbolism, Liberty coins have always attracted collectors and historians. The 1988 D coin was minted in Denver at the historic facility known as the Denver Mint. The letter D on the coin tells collectors where it was produced. Millions of coins were made there every year, but sometimes tiny variations, minting errors, or exceptional conditions can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. Back in 1988, these coins were created for normal circulation. People used them to buy groceries, pay for buses, or simply carried them in their pockets. Nobody imagined that decades later collectors would carefully examine them under magnification, searching for rare details. Coin collecting, also known as numismatics, has been popular for centuries. Enthusiasts look for rare mint marks, unique errors, and coins in perfect condition. Even a small difference can dramatically change a coin's value. For example, a coin that circulated for years might only be worth its face value. But if the same coin was preserved in nearly perfect condition, it could become highly desirable among collectors. Condition is one of the most important factors in determining the value of any coin. Collectors often use professional grading services such as Professional Coin Grading Service to verify authenticity and quality. When a coin receives a high grade, its value in the market can rise dramatically. Now let us talk about the 1988 D Liberty coin and why it sometimes attracts attention in the collector community. While most examples are common, certain specimens with exceptional condition or unique characteristics can sell for far higher prices than expected. In the world of rare coins, there have been surprising sales that shocked the collecting community. Some rare coins connected with Liberty imagery have sold for incredible amounts. One of the most famous American coins ever sold was the legendary 1933 Double Eagle, which reached millions of dollars at auction. Stories like this inspire collectors everywhere to examine their coins more carefully. Many collectors believe that hidden treasures may still exist in everyday coins. That belief keeps the excitement alive. Every year people discover unusual coins in old collections, bank rolls, or even pocket change. The 1988 D Liberty coin carries a piece of American history. The Liberty design reflects a tradition that goes back to early United States coinage. Long before modern coins were produced, Liberty appeared on many historic coins created by the United States Mint. This design symbolized the ideals that shaped the country. Artists and engravers spent years perfecting the representation of Liberty so that each coin would represent freedom and national identity. Collectors today study every detail of these coins. They look at the lettering, the mint mark, the edge, and the surface of the coin. Sometimes a tiny minting error can turn an ordinary coin into something extraordinary. The market for collectible coins is global. Auctions happen in many countries, and collectors from around the world compete to obtain rare pieces. Online marketplaces and auction houses have made it easier than ever to trade coins internationally. Some collectors specialize in modern coins from the late 20th century. Others focus on historic coins from the 19th century. But all collectors share one thing in common: the thrill of discovery. Imagine searching through a box of old coins inherited from a family member. At first they seem ordinary. But suddenly you notice a coin that looks slightly different. The mint mark, the shine, or the details catch your eye. Moments like that create excitement for collectors. The 1988 D Liberty coin sometimes becomes part of these discoveries. When a collector finds one in exceptional condition, it can become a highlight of their collection. Coins that are well preserved, with sharp details and minimal wear, often command higher prices. Another important factor is rarity. Even if millions were minted, coins that survive in perfect condition can still be scarce. Over time, many coins become scratched, worn, or damaged. Perfect examples become harder to find. That is why collectors store coins carefully in protective holders. They avoid touching the surfaces and keep them away from moisture and air. Proper storage helps maintain the coin's quality and potential value. The coin market constantly changes. Prices rise and fall depending on collector demand, rarity, and condition. Some coins that were ignored years ago become popular when collectors begin focusing on a specific series. Stories of valuable coins have inspired countless people to begin collecting. Some started with a simple coin from their pocket and slowly built large collections over many years. In auctions, rare coins often attract intense competition. Bidders study the history, condition, and authenticity before placing their bids. When two passionate collectors want the same coin, the final price can climb quickly. While not every 1988 D Liberty coin is extremely valuable, the excitement comes from the possibility that a special example might exist. The world of coins is full of surprises, and new discoveries happen all the time. That is what makes coin collecting so fascinating. A small object made of metal can carry decades or even centuries of history. It connects us to the past and tells stories about the people and times when it was created. If you enjoy discovering hidden treasures and learning about historical coins, you are in the right place here on Coins. This channel is dedicated to exploring rare coins, unexpected values, and the stories behind them. So next time you receive change, take a closer look. That small coin might be more than just spare change. It could be a piece of history waiting to be discovered, and who knows, one day you might find a coin that collectors around the world are searching for. The adventure of coin collecting continues, and every coin has a story waiting to be told. Today we are diving deep into one of the most fascinating and talked about coins among collectors and treasure hunters. A coin that many people may have seen, touched, or even spent without realizing the potential value it could hold. Today's story is about the famous Liberty design coins and especially the 2012 D Mint issue that has attracted the attention of collectors around the world. Some collectors believe certain examples and rare variations connected with Liberty-themed coins have reached extraordinary market values, with estimates and speculative listings reaching numbers like $787,976.43 in rare collectible markets. Before we go deeper, imagine this moment. You are holding a simple coin in your hand. It looks ordinary. Maybe it has been sitting in a jar, a drawer, or even in your pocket change for years. But what if that small piece of metal actually connects you to centuries of history, artistic design, and the world of serious collectors who are willing to pay huge amounts for the right coin in the right condition? Liberty has always been one of the most iconic symbols in American coin history. The Liberty figure represents freedom, independence, and the spirit of the nation. Since the late 1700s, Liberty has appeared in many different forms on coins produced by the United States Mint. From flowing hair Liberty designs to seated Liberty and later the famous modern designs, the image has become one of the most recognizable symbols in the entire world of coin collecting. The story begins with the long tradition of Liberty appearing on American coins. Early coin designers used Liberty as a symbol to represent the ideals of a young nation. Over time, the design evolved as artists created new interpretations of Liberty. Some designs showed Liberty wearing a crown of stars. Others showed Liberty walking forward toward the rising sun. These artistic details made the coins not just currency but miniature pieces of national artwork. Collectors quickly realized that coins featuring Liberty often became some of the most collectible pieces in numismatic history. Coins like the walking Liberty half dollar, the seated Liberty dollar, and many others have gained legendary status. The beauty of the design, the historical importance, and the limited surviving examples all contribute to the value these coins can achieve in the collector market. now let us talk about the 2012 D Mint coin that many collectors have started discussing in recent years. The letter D on a coin indicates that the coin was produced at the Denver Mint. The Denver Mint has been one of the major production facilities for United States coins for over a century. Coins from Denver often carry the small d mint mark, which can usually be found near the date or under the main design depending on the coin type. Millions of coins are produced every year at the Denver Mint. However, sometimes certain batches develop unique characteristics. These can include die variations, striking differences, or rare minting errors. When collectors discover unusual examples, the excitement begins. A coin that looks almost identical to millions of others may actually contain a small detail that makes it extremely rare. One of the reasons collectors have shown interest in the 2012 D Liberty-related coins is the possibility of special die conditions or limited high-grade examples. In coin collecting, condition plays a huge role in determining value. A coin that has never been circulated and remains in near-perfect condition can be worth dramatically more than the same coin that has been used in everyday transactions. Professional grading companies evaluate coins using a scale that measures how well preserved the coin is. The highest grades are extremely difficult to achieve because even the smallest scratch, mark, or imperfection can reduce the grade. Coins that reach the highest levels of preservation can attract serious collectors and investors. When a coin from a modern year like 2012 survives in extraordinary condition and becomes recognized as one of the best examples known, its market value can rise significantly. Collectors compete to own the finest example available. Auctions sometimes create dramatic bidding wars, pushing prices higher and higher. Some collectors have discussed theoretical or speculative values attached to extremely rare Liberty-related coins and unique mint state examples. In certain online listings and collector discussions, estimated values have reached figures such as $787,976.43. While such numbers depend heavily on authenticity, rarity, condition, and collector demand, they show how passionate the coin collecting community can be when a unique piece appears. Another factor that can increase value is minting errors. Mint errors are mistakes that occur during the coin production process. These can include double strikes, off-center strikes, die cracks, missing elements, or other unusual features. Because errors are accidental and unpredictable, they can become very rare collectibles. Imagine finding a coin that was struck slightly off-center but still shows most of the design. Or a coin where the die struck the image twice, creating a shadow-like effect on the lettering. These kinds of minting anomalies are like fingerprints. No two are exactly the same. That uniqueness makes them exciting discoveries for collectors. The Liberty design itself also plays a big role in popularity. The graceful figure, the flowing details, and the strong symbolism make Liberty coins visually appealing. Many collectors start their coin collecting journey simply because they admire the design. Over time they begin to learn about mint marks, strike quality, die varieties, and the many small details that separate common coins from rare ones. Another reason Liberty coins attract attention is their connection to history. Every coin is a time capsule. A coin minted in 2012 represents a moment in the long timeline of American currency. When collectors hold a coin, they are holding a small piece of history that traveled through banks, stores, pockets, and collections before reaching them. The market for collectible coins is also influenced by supply and demand. If many collectors want a coin but only a few high-quality examples exist, the price can increase dramatically. Auctions often reveal just how much collectors are willing to pay for rare pieces. Some coins that once circulated for a few cents have eventually sold for thousands or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Collectors also pay attention to packaging and storage. Coins that are stored carefully in protective holders often remain in better condition than coins kept loosely in jars or boxes. Proper storage protects the coin from scratches, moisture, and environmental damage. The journey of discovering valuable coins often starts at home. Many collectors search through old coin jars, inherited collections, or pocket change looking for unusual pieces. It is surprising how many interesting coins are discovered by people who simply took the time to look closely. If you ever find a coin with a Liberty design and a 2012 date with the D Mint mark, it can be worth examining carefully. Look at the edges, the lettering, the surface, and the overall quality. Sometimes a small difference can make a big impact on collector interest. Lighting can also help reveal details. Under good light, collectors can notice tiny variations in the design or texture of the coin. Magnifying glasses or coin microscopes are commonly used tools in the hobby. These tools allow collectors to inspect the smallest features. Another important part of coin collecting is authentication. Professional coin grading services evaluate coins to confirm their authenticity and condition. Once a coin is graded and sealed in a protective holder, it becomes easier to trade or sell in the collector market. Stories about valuable coins inspire many people to start learning about numismatics, the study and collection of coins. Some collectors focus on specific years. Others focus on mint marks, historical designs, or error coins. The hobby offers endless possibilities for discovery. The Liberty symbol will likely continue appearing in different forms in future coins and commemorative issues. The design has survived generations and remains one of the most beloved images in American coinage. Its elegance and meaning continue to inspire collectors around the world. So the next time you see a coin with Liberty on it, do not ignore it too quickly. Take a moment to look closely. Check the date. Check the mint mark. Notice the condition. You might just be holding a small piece of history that collectors would love to add to their collections. Coin collecting is not just about money. It is about curiosity, history, art, and the excitement of discovery. Every coin tells a story, and sometimes that story can lead to unexpected value. If you enjoy learning about rare coins, hidden treasures, and valuable collectibles, make sure to stay connected with the channel Coins. Here we explore fascinating coins, market values, rare discoveries, and the incredible stories behind everyday currency.